Last class, we did fraction multiplication. We did that before adding, because for fractions, multiplying is a lot simpler than adding. We wanted to build things up with complexity. So this slide we filled in last time, but I want to do it again, so it's fresh in our minds as we're building from this to addition. So we were going to multiply 1/3 by 1/2. So how did we do that? We noticed that we have our third. And then I will cut in the other direction. And I'll say we only get one of these halves. Imagine that I had a cake or some brownie or something. I started off where this third was mine. Maybe this one I have to share with my family members, those 2/3. But then as I take my third to work, one of my work colleagues says, "Oh, I want some." So then I share and I give half of my third to my work colleague. And I only get half of the third for myself. Of means, multiply means of, remember that one. So half of a third, all I really get is this piece here. When we did it out in the way we've been taught, multiply across the top, 1 times 1 is 1, multiply across the bottom, 3 times 2 is 6. Where did those numbers come from? Each of the 3 pieces was cut in 2. So we now have 6 pieces, we have 6. And of that third, I still only get 1 of the 2 pieces. 1 times 1 is 1. With slightly bigger numbers, what if I want to multiply 2/3 and 3/4? So I start again with thirds, and this time I'm going to get 2 of my thirds. Is that dark enough to see in the back? Why don't I border it like that also? So there's my 2/3. The rest of my cake I've given to my family members or something, right? This piece is not mine. That's the third I don't get. Now I want 3/4 of, multiply means of, I want 3/4 of my 2/3. So I'll cut the other direction, make quarters. And then of those quarters, I get 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's the 3/4 this way and the 2/3 this way. Everyone okay with my impromptu artwork? So how much is really mine? Because again, I get to work and I have to give away that much of my 2/3 to my hungry office mate. Well, we have 2 times 3 is 6. What happened with there? I had my 2/3. And each of those, this one, that one, now is broken up into 3 pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that are the ones that are really mine. The ones I get to keep. I get 6 of them. And then how many pieces are there total? The bottom of a fraction is the total pieces. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. I had thirds, but each of those thirds got cut into 4 pieces sideways. Right? This third is now 4 pieces. This third is now 4 pieces. This third is now 4 pieces. So I have 12ths. Everyone with me so far? Ask questions if you have them.
So how come we don't have to find a common denominator multiplying by fractions?
Ah, great question. Let's look at the one on the left first, because it's a simpler picture. I can tell I have sixths just because I'm cutting my thirds in half. It's not until after the equal sign that I need to think about the thirds and the halves fitting together. I can do my chopping up. I can do my times 1/2 without thinking about that I'm getting sixths until the chopping is done.
Okay,
Okay, let's see how that doesn't work with adding, because with adding, you do need common denominators. Okay, so stop.